General Motors 3800 Series 2 engine. The particular model is an 8th generation Buick LeSabre, which ran from 2000 until 2005. On a previous video, we discovered the fuel line quick disconnect on the supply side was leaking. It's leaking fuel onto a hot engine, which can be very dangerous. Also, I'm pretty sure the driver was getting dizzy from all the gas fumes entering the passenger compartment. There's a method of fixing this. There's 2 O-rings. You can get them out with a pick, but I'm not a fan of that method. You can gouge the components on the inside. You can lose one of the components, and sometimes it's a hassle to find those O-rings because the 2 O-rings are different sizes. But if you want to go that route, there's a fantastic video made by Tweaker Dan, 1984. That's Tweaker Dan, 1984. Another fix will be to use the Dorman 800-059 kit. This kit includes the 3/8 inch 90-degree quick connect with 18 inches of nylon tubing already connected to it. It also includes the metal barb. Before you do anything, make sure that your fuel pressure has been relieved. To disconnect, push in the 2 tabs on the clear piece, then pull the connector up. The new connector does not need this retaining clip. To remove, open up the 2 tabs and pull up. The Dorman quick disconnect directly connects to the fuel line. We're going to cut the nylon tubing at the straightest section. I'm using large garden clippers. Whatever you use, make sure the cut is not angled. This metal barb you're supposed to heat up and jam it into the nylon tubing, but I'm not a fan of that. Alternatively, you can use these Dorman 3/8 inch nylon fuel line unions, part number 800-193. Simply slide the nylon tubing into one side and make sure it's on there. Then measure and cut the other tubing. And it should just go in like that. Bam. Make sure these are nice and tight. And there you go. Put the key in run mode, but don't start the vehicle. This will allow the fuel pump to prime. And now we can check for leaks. It's dry over here. Now, one thing about the new connector is if you jiggle it, it still does the same thing on the fuel gauge. Only difference is I'm not losing any fuel pressure. See that? No fuel leaks? Then start the vehicle. I'm going to leave the union the way it is. You can zip tie it to the wiring harness under it. I've heard the engine cover does not fit after using one of these, but this vehicle will drive on without an engine cover, according to the owner. If you're not a fan of using the union fitting, if it looks a little suspicious to you, you can try the Dorman 800-228 compression union. This one, you are able to tighten down. And that's it. I hope you learned something. Have a good day.